Hello fellow stackers, 365 here, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, it's going to be a little bit of a different video, and I'm actually going to be selling some silver and some gold. Now this video is actually going to be linked to my sales post in Stacker Social. I haven't yet put the sales post together, but I thought it'd be quite cool to actually do a video. I haven't seen anyone do a video of the items they have for sale. Quite often it's photos. But as you know, I quite like doing videos, so I thought I would do a video instead. And it also gives me a way of showcasing and documenting the items that I'm putting up for sale. Now, this is actually going to be the very first time that I've ever sold something on the marketplace in Stacker Social, which is pretty crazy to think that Stacker Social I co-founded, and there's thousands of pounds worth of precious metals changing hands via the marketplace on Stacker Social every single day, and I'm yet to try it out for myself. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to put a few things up for sale. I'm also going to document the journey. I'm going to let you know in today's video how much I'm going to be listing everything for, and if and when everything sells, I will do an update video in the future letting you know what I paid for each of these items and working out the profit. So it's a cool way to document it. It's also going to show you how liquid or how illiquid certain precious metals are, depending on how quick or how slow they sell. And it will also show you whether precious metals is an investment that is worthwhile getting involved in. Now, spoiler alert, I will have made profit on every single item that I am listing if they sell, because I have held some of these pieces for a number of years now. But let's get straight into the video. Now, there's a nice little selection, and these are things that I picked from my stack, and it was very, very hard to do because no one likes to sell precious metals, especially when we're stacking. We buy in the aim to hold for the long term. Some of us aim to never ever sell. Some of us like the idea of passing on to children. Some of us want to sell as part of our retirement to help fund it. But for me, I've got a few outstanding debts that I need to finalise. I've got a couple of credit card debts. I've got some overdrafts. So I'd really like to just get them finally, once and for all, fully paid off. So that's the reason why I'll be selling. But let's get straight into it. Now, where do we start? Let's start with some silver. Now these are 2-ounce Scottsdale stacker rounds. I ordered these directly, I believe I ordered these directly from Scottsdale. I got them from eBay, and you can buy directly from the Scottsdale Mint on eBay. They've all got a bit of tarnish on them. You can see around the detail. It's quite hard to see in the artificial lighting, but they are all quite tarnished. You could dip these. They're not something that would be damaged if you did clean them, but I think it adds a character. You can see you've got toning around here. So yeah, they're all toned up. Still quite shiny though. And these are very, very popular. They actually stack, which is really, really cool. And we have 5 of them in total. They're all 2 ounces. So in total here we have 10 ounces of silver. Now, I would like to sell these as a bundle of 5, ideally, just to make it easier on myself, not having to go to the post office with 5 separate parcels. But I will be open if they don't sell as a bundle to split them down. But my pricing for these is going to be £120 per coin, or per round, should I say. And I'm going to show you where I've got my pricing from, and I think this video will be quite interesting and informational for those people that are thinking about selling. Now, I've gone on to Google and I've literally just searched 2-ounce Scottsdale stacker round, and then I went round and had a look to see what bullion dealers in the UK are listing these on their site. Now, the only one that I could find that had them in stock currently was Atkinson's. You can see there, Atkinson's, and they are listing them for £140. Now, I don't know if that's postage included or not, I'm not too sure, but that is the price that they are listing them for. They're listing them for £140 each. So I've basically just knocked off £20 and I'm going to list mine for £120. And you can see, excluding VAT, there would be £117.44. So really I'm doing them just slightly over what they would be without the 20% VAT. So I think that's a fairly good deal. They are very, very popular. I don't expect these to last for long, even though they've got toning to them. You could easily dip them in a silver dip and they would be like brand new. But I personally, quite like the toning on them. Gives them character. Full disclosure, they probably are scratched and little marks in places because these have been in many, many videos, chucked around, stacked up. You can see they're scuffed on the side a little bit. So yeah, they're beautiful, but they're not perfect. So yeah, £120 each. I'm going to be listing these for. Like I said, I will be listing them as a whole bundle to start with, because it'd be quite cool if someone buys them all, because they can stack them up and play around with them. But yeah, if they don't sell, I will sell them individually. So that is the first item, 5 2-ounce Scottsdale Stacker ball rounds. Let's move over to some gold. Now this is a 1/2 ounce gold sovereign. I'm not going to pretend I know who designed the effigies and all that stuff, but it's a shield back from 1887. And this was a little bit harder to price because I couldn't just look at a 2026 sovereign, a 1/2 sovereign, and go by that, because this has a bit of numismatic value attached to it as well. And after doing a little bit of research, and I don't know how true this is, so do let me know in the comments, but on Shard's website it says the 1887 Victoria Jubilee Shield Gold 1/2 sovereign is a must-have for sovereign collectors, as it was the first year the portrait was used on a UK gold coin, and it is highly sought after. So there we go. It seems that it's a more collectible one because it has that history, and therefore it wouldn't go for just a standard 1/2 sovereign price. But this was fairly hard to price up. The one that they had that is not actually in stock at the moment on Shards was £455. So I'm going to put mine up for sale for £450. So £5 off the price if they come back in stock on Shard's website. So this will be listed for £450. Moving on, we have got, I'm so out of my comfort zone listing things for sale like this. Let's do some more silver. Now these are silver, if it's going to focus, buffalo, bison, Indian head, Liberty rounds, whatever you want to call them. These are, let's call them buffalo rounds for ease of listing. 3/9 fine silver. They've got a few milk spots if you look close. And as you can see, I haven't bothered putting gloves on because I have handled these in the past. So they will probably have a few fingerprints on them, but they haven't been in many videos. I've taken them out the tube every now and then, but yeah, they haven't been chucked around. But they will be sold as bullion. And I would like to ideally sell the whole tube in one go. Again, if they don't sell, I will list them individually. But for now, I would like to try and sell the tube in one go. Again, just for time for me, just to post one instead of 20 individual. But there's 20 there in a tube. And I'm going to be listing those for £50 a coin. So the going rate on Stacker Social currently for a 1-ounce piece of silver is between £48 and £55. That's the kind of price that we're seeing things sell for. So I've kind of gone in the middle a little bit, and I'm going to do a nice round £50 a coin. Very, very nice coins. So for the whole tube of 20, it would be £1,000. So yeah, that is those. We'll leave them out so you can have a little look. Let's move over to some more gold. So we've got a 1/4 ounce gold standard coin here. These contain a slight premium over the standard Britannias, 2019. Let's take it out of the capsule. Now I probably should be wearing gloves as I'm selling these, but most of this stuff I have handled with my bare hands already, so there's no point beating around the bush. You may as well see how it is. There's a few hand fingerprints on there. I haven't dropped it or anything, but there are going to be a few fingerprints and stuff like that where I've held it and shown it in videos. But still, really, really nice piece of gold. 1/4 ounce gold coin. No capital gains tax because it's got a face value in pounds. Now, I will add that everything I'm showing in today's video will only be available for people that live in the UK. And that is, again, for ease for me for postage. And also, I don't think it will make sense for anyone in any other country to pick up any of these bits because the postage on top would not make it a good deal. But this I'm going to be selling for, there's one currently on Hatton Garden's website. And that is Hatton Garden Metals. And it is currently selling for £858. And I'm going to be listing this on Stacker Social for £800. So near enough £60 off the price if you was to buy it from a main UK bullion dealer. So this will be listed for £800. Next, we have another 1/4 ounce bit of gold. Really, really nice one, this one. And both of these will come in capsules. Everything will be sent how you're seeing it in today's video. So this will be sent in this flip. These will be sent obviously in the tube. These will I'll package up nicely so they don't whack around together. But yeah, both the bits of gold are already capsulated, which is nice. You don't have to worry about getting them in the capsule or anything when you get them. This is annoying because this bag's not opening on this. So I might have to rip this and find another bag for this one. Oh no, we got him. So this is, I thought we got in. Come on, there we go. I didn't want to rip the bag, so I want to send it away in it. So this is a kangaroo 1/4 ounce 3 nines fine, or is it 4 nines? I think we've got 4 nines up there. Yep, 4 nines fine. Really, really nice piece of gold. A nice reverse proof finish on the back. Got like a matte background. Really, really stunning piece. A little bit smaller than the gold standard, and that is because it's got a bit more thickness to it. So yeah, a nice chunky coin. Really, really nice. From the Perth Mint, I believe. Absolutely stunning. Now this, where did I see this one for sale? And again, I found all of these just by searching the coin on Google. And then, oh, front door's going, bear with me. Thank you. Right, we're back. I might have to cut that bit out. Okay, right. So again, I just searched on Google for the same coin, and then I clicked on some of the main UK bullion dealers to see who had it in stock and who had it for sale. And this one I managed to find on blarebullion.co.uk. And some of these websites you might have not heard of, so this will be just information in itself. But this coin, oh, can we focus, is, oh no, that's a slightly different one. That's a 2025. What year is this one? This is 2024, this one. But same sort of thing. the kangaroo design. This one's just the 2025 version, and that is selling on their website for £863.54. It's in stock currently, and again I'll do this one for £800 as well, so a nice 60 odd pound off what they're selling for on a main UK bullion dealer website. So let me know in the comment section as well, the prices that I'm saying so far, would you say they're reasonable, good, bad, high, low? Let me know, because this is all new to me really. I don't really sell my precious metals, I just accumulate it. I've sold bits in the past through Backyard Bullion, but I haven't sold any bits myself. So yeah, it's a learning curve for me as well, pricing things up. But last but not least, we have a gold proof sovereign. Now this is going to be sold as bullion. And the reason I'm going to be selling this as bullion, even though it comes in a really, really nice wooden box with a COA as well. It's from 2008. So we've got the COA in there. It's number 7889. Here is the booklet. How many was there minted this particular year? Where does it say? Over this side. 12,500 were minted this year. So, like I said, this is going to be sold as bullion, and that is purely because, you know what I'm like, I've actually taken it out of the capsule. So, that is why it's going to be sold as bullion, even though it's still got a very nice shine. And I guarantee if you know what you're doing and how to clean one of these coins, you could clean it up very, very nicely. But you can see lovely fingerprints over the back of the surface. I can't see loads of scratches or anything like that. It's mainly fingerprints. Yeah, so I'm going to be listing this as bullion, even though it's a proof coin. And I'll be interested to see, whoever picks this up, I'll be interested to see how good you can get it looking. Because there are ways of cleaning proof coins, and I reckon it would clean up quite nicely. But either way, we're going to be listing that for bullion price, simply because it can't be sold as proof, because I've taken it out of the capsule. And do not take your proof coins out of the capsule. Let that be a lesson, because it would be a hell of a lot more if it was still in proof condition. But I've looked at standard gold sovereigns, 2025 gold sovereigns on Shard's website, and they are selling for £771 currently. So I'm going to list this for 780. So £9 over bullion, but it will be sold as bullion. So when you're buying this, don't think that you're getting a really great deal on a proof piece, because the reality is it's not proof anymore. It's more like bullion, and that is why I'm selling it for £9 more than a standard bullion piece, just because it has still got a proof finish once you clean it up a little bit, and it's got a nice box and a COA and all the rest of it. So yeah, there we go. And again, let me know in the comment section, good price, bad price. I'll be very, very interested to hear, and I'm guessing I'll find out the hard way anyway if it's not priced correctly, because things won't sell. So there we go. But yeah, that is what I'll be selling on Stacker Social in the marketplace. And Stacker Social has a free to sell and free to buy marketplace. So yeah, no fees are incurred when you buy or when you sell. It's all peer-to-peer buying and selling. So yeah, head over there, check it out, get some good deals. Anything you see here, if you live in the UK, you can pick it up. And yeah, thanks very much for watching.